Hey, what is up, fellow critics? Yes, we have another review reaction for you guys. Hey, we're gonna be doing Unbelievable episode 2. Now, last episode was actually pretty good to start the season. I'm not sure how it's going to end up. I don't know what they're gonna go with in this episode. I'm wondering what happened with Marie. Did she jump off the bridge? Didn't she? What is going on with there? So let's go ahead and figure this out and see where this story is gonna take us. Guys, before we start, make sure you please like, share, and subscribe to Cinema Critics. Let's go ahead and start the episode up. Well, at least now we know she didn't jump.
Police haven't shared any information about this woman except to say the claim she made about being raped in this building.
Turn around. Turn around. Damn, that's crazy. It made the news. So now, at least they didn't give her name out, but they know where it's at, and they know some girl here gave fake testimony. Well, we'll see if it's fake or not. But
What do we got?
Intruder sexual assault, an apartment back there, B4. Happened this morning. She called it in around noon. Victim is Amber Stevenson.
all right, so we meet some new characters. This detective, this girl named Amber who got assaulted. Okay, it's so funny because I'm like, 2011. Is this in the past, or we're in the past, or in the future? But then I just looked at the the summary of the actual episode. It says 3 years later. So we're 3 years later. Okay, that was my question.
Trying to collect DNA evidence from your face now.
Yeah. But like I said, he made me shower and wash my face.
Oh, damn.
I understand. Still, I'd like.
Damn, he made... That's crazy. He raped her and then made her shower? Damn.
I was cold. He put it over me. Sorry, I forgot to tell you that before.
That's okay. That's why we're here. When did
You see how much calming and like more emotional she is to the guys in the first episode? Like, see how much easier it is for the victim? Like, the other guy, he made it seem like he didn't even want to be there.
He said you need to be more protective of yourself.
Wow. How you gonna rape someone and be like, hey,
Because he was right.
better watch out for yourself?
I do have friends. I just don't feel like talking to them yet.
I'll say she probably feels like embarrassed, like the whole thing happens. Like, yeah, actually I heard like there's like a good percentage of women who've been raped kind of like don't report it because they feel embarrassed about it. It's crazy. You have so many emotions, and that's how some women who have been raped, that's their emotion. They go like they just feel embarrassed about it. They just don't want to. They'd rather just not tell anybody about it and just, you know, try to pretend that it didn't happen.
I couldn't get out of my apartment. The door was messed up. With the doorknob. I
Really, that's your excuse? So you can see Marie's having some problems, like anxiety and just not there. Like, you know, seems like a lot of stuff is hitting her all at once. It's been hitting her for a while, and she probably hasn't really talked to anybody about it. So that's what happens, guys. If you're having troubles out there, never hold in your problems. Just you find someone to talk to.
he raped her for 4 hours?
4
At
hours?
one point, she figured her best chance of staying alive was to keep him talking.
Wow, this guy is a freaking monster. He stole her ribbon and then tied her up with it and then raped her at gunpoint for 4 hours. That is ridiculous. And I'm gonna tell you this, she's taken it really well. Like, for someone who's been held captive for 4 hours being raped, I'm surprised she didn't have like a mini psychotic break. She's strong.
Tell him to be thorough. If I get one like that piece of garbage inky file on the B&E.
I'll make sure.
You saw that thing, right?
Yeah, she do not
Practice
play.
Scrawled on a cocktail napkin.
But she's like, she don't play, but she's kind of like, she sounds sweet about it.
It made a noise.
Like, she'll cuss you out, but it sounds very sweet.
And like a little
Oh,
girl.
man.
Both.
Lie down.
It's the same dude. Oh, man. That's gonna be so... Okay, so it is the same guy, and then for Marie, it really did happen, Oh man, that's gonna be it's. Imagine just all this crap she's going through. Like she knows she went through it, but circumstance happened where she, denied. She maybe because all the pressure made her lie and say it didn't happen. But wow, it's the same dude.
Everyone hates me. I can't even leave my apartment.
It's important for other kids to see there are consequences to your actions.
It says 3 years. It doesn't seem like 3 years. Why wait? It says 2011. I'll figure it out later. But did they say anything in the first episode what year was? I don't know if it did. But why would they wait so long, 3 years to do this? To punish her 3 years? And she's working, I don't know. And will she still be there in 3 years? This don't seem like it's 3 years, but we'll find out later. Yeah, that's messed up.
It's just that right now, on the heels of all this stuff, it's probably better for you and me not to spend time together when Colleen's not around too.
Damn, man. That's messed up. That's messed up because it's like she don't have too many people to turn to. And she think her old foster parents, she can go to them. Even the father, like, you're a foster parent. You should be able to see her. Even if she did, make this live. I mean, I understand it both ways. Okay, like, it's not the fact that she would say something. It's the fact that when you're a foster parent, you're constantly getting, like, the state is always constantly checking on your house and all this stuff. So I understand where he's coming from, but there's ways you could do this. You didn't have to do exactly the way he did it. He can be like, hey, it's probably not best bet. He started off strong, but he kind of screwed up. But, hey, because of what other people think and what happened, you can't really be with me by yourself because they're crazy. Throw it on them. They're crazy. But you know what? We can go chill on the porch. Something like that. We can go talk on the porch. We can go sit right here on the bench and chat it up and wait for Colleen to come. You can do it that way. Just don't push her away. Now who she got? You know what I'm saying? Like, she went through a lot of trouble. She's a foster child. She doesn't have too many people to help her to fall back on. Uh-oh.
Did someone accuse Rowie of this?
No. No one has accused him of anything.
But someone mentioned him.
Well, I guess we know it's not the guy with the headlamp. He's not all there anyway. So I don't think he would be smart enough to do something that elaborate anyway. Our food looks disgusting. Even the ice cream looks disgusting.
Is he wearing a backpack?
Yeah, why?
We have one like that.
Oh.
You should call out a detective.
So yeah, that was the episode. So right off the bat, we find out exactly what happened with Marie. She did not jump. We meet a detective named Duvall, and she is investigating a rape that just happened. Is this girl named what was her name? I can't remember her name, but she's actually played by a really good actress. There's been a couple movies she's been in, and she's been really good. She actually is really good in this as well. So yeah, so she's been raped by this guy, and they make it seem like it's the same guy who raped Marie. The guy pretty much came into her house. He already been there. He actually tied her up with her own bow, held her by gunpoint, raped her for 4 hours straight, and then made her shower. But also, he made her dress up crazy. But when he left, he took a whole bunch of stuff that he touched as well. So this guy is pretty smart. So it looks like this is the same guy who actually raped Marie. So she was not lying. They showed a little flashback, and it's the same guy with the black mask. So it could be the same guy. I don't know if they're just using this face as just the phantom rapist, but this probably is the same person. So we learn a little bit more about Duvall and how the fact that she's a really good detective and she's very particular. She's a ball buster, but she's kind with it. She makes sure everyone's doing their work. So we see Marie, and she's been having problems. she's having trouble focusing. She's having trouble going to work on time. She's having a lot of troubles. It's just too much on her. The fact that she really was raped, and the fact that she's holding it in, and what happened. And then so her counselors actually call her in, and then they're saying like, hey, you know, since you lied and said that you were raped and you weren't, you know, all the other kids here, they're feeling type of way, and they're upset about it, and they're you know, we would like to keep you, but we're gonna have to do something because we want to show that you're being disciplined about what happened. So they're actually going to take her curfew and make it a little bit shorter, and then she's gonna have to get like daily visits from the counselors every day and stuff like that. So she's getting in trouble from that, and she's kind of pissed off about it. It's kind of, you know, messed up. She's like, why would I do this again? You know, I didn't get anything out of it. Everyone hates me. You know, all my friends hate me. She's in a bad spot right now. So she decides to go to see her foster parents. She goes to see Colleen, and she shows up there, and her husband comes out. I can't forget his name, but her husband comes out. He's another good actor. Actually, there's a lot of... Actually, when I say all the actors in this show are really, really good. Even Duvall, I know she's been in stuff, and I know I've seen her and stuff. I just can't think of the top of my head. Guys, leave me comments below where the actress who played Duvall, where she was from. I know it. I remember seeing her somewhere. I just can't remember it right now. So he comes out and he's like, "Oh, hey, what's up, Marie? How you doing? You know, and you know, she's like, yeah, you know, I'm having a bad time. You know, I just want to hang out. You know, Colleen, and you know, get my mind off things." And he's like, "Well, you know, she's not here. You know, so maybe, you know, come back a little later or something." And she's like, "Oh, you know what? I'll just wait for her." And he's like, "Nah, she's gonna be a while." And he's like, "Well, okay, well, I'll just come, you know, I'll come chill with you." He's like, "Nah, that's not gonna work." So he pretty much tells her like, "Hey, since you said you were raped and you really weren't, and I can't have you doing that with me," pretty much he was saying. He's trying to be nice with it, but he's pretty much, it came to that. It's like, "Hey, I can't have you making stuff up about me because it's going to affect me being a foster parent." You know, there is some validity to that, but he could have done it better. He could have, you know, he could have hung out with her on the porch. It's iffy. Like, if you really think she's going to do that, if you don't trust her, then all right, yeah. But it seemed like he did trust her. It seemed like, you know, he cares for her. So why would he not trust her? You know, just chill on the porch. You know, I don't know. I would call Colleen. "Hey, Colleen, you know, Marie's here. She wants to hang out." "Okay, well, all right. I'm just letting you know she's here. You know, nothing's going on. You know, just, you know, have something, you know, on record." So we have Detective Duvall. She heads home, and she's married. She has 2 kids. So she's telling her husband about her case. And comes to find out her husband is a cop as well. And she's telling him his case, and like she's giving him all the details, and you know, and then he goes like, "Oh, you know what? That sounds familiar." He actually says, "Hey, you know, that sounds like one of the cases the detective on my, I guess they work at a different precincts. So one of the precincts I work on, the detective was working similar to that." Then we see Detective Rasmussen. I think that's her name. She's actually sitting in the car, staking out this spot where this girl was raped a month ago, and she sees this guy like walking around with like all, you know, like dark clothes with a book bag. So she rolls up on him, guns drawn, with the flashlight, and he's like, "What the hell are you doing here?" You know. So it looks like Rasmussen and Duvall might be linking up now, because maybe their cases are actually the same person or similar. So that's gonna be interesting. So one thing I have to say, so by watching the first episode, I thought it was gonna be something different, but now seeing this episode, I can tell now this show completely changed. It's more of a detective, you know, mystery, trying to find the culprit. You know, you're gonna have all these different people you think it's gonna be, and then you find out who it is at the end. I think that's pretty cool. I like shows like that, and I like the detective shows. And I liked it changed up. I still love that first episode. It's a great episode, but it built up. Like I was saying, that first episode laid the groundwork of the backstory. Now we move on, you know, to what it's really about. So I'm really liking it. Really cool. I can't wait for the next episode. Guys, let me know what you thought of Unbelievable. Let me know what you thought of the episode. Thank you for watching, guys. Make sure you please like, share, and subscribe to Cinema Critics. We'll catch you next video. Peace out.